A good ball played in for Tony Morley. Oh, he missed it! It is! Peekaboo! Villa in the lead!
Hello, Aston Villa fans, and welcome to the Villa Forever podcast. I am your host, Chad Williams. Please subscribe. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to hit the like button. I'm joined by my Monday show regular, Aaron Thornton, who is the host of the Football Brief. This is the match preview. I'll be doing the Champions League pre-match talk show. Aston Villa versus Club Brugge, which is the last 16. Second leg. On Wednesday is at 8 p.m. kickoff under the lights. So please don't on the show again, Aaron. How are you?
I'm very good, mate. Thank you for having me. How are you? I see there's a change of scenery for you.
Yeah, I've been feeling 100% the last few days. I've been up that poorly. Hopefully I'll get myself better for Wednesday for the Club Brugge game.
Well,
so I've had to improvise today. So that's why everyone, you can say that I'm in bed today.
You've done a good job. You and your team have done a good job of getting you ready, and I really appreciate you still doing this, even though you're not feeling well. So, thank you very much. You're a proper trooper, mate.
Oh, thank you. It's great to chat about Villa.
Of course.
That always gets me through it. It's a good distraction.
Yeah, of course.
So it's a happy Villa camp at the moment. Just like we've kept a Premier League clean sheet. But also a victory away from home in the Premier League.
So I know it's like all our Christmases have come at once. You know, me and you we've been banging on this drum for a few weeks now, saying we just want a clean sheet, and then we get a clean sheet and an away victory. So I was very pleased, and unfortunately I forgot the party poppers today, but I'll make sure I bring them next week and we can really celebrate.
The only thing it was a shame of is that it wasn't Martinez, but Robin Olsen would be very happy. Because usually with Robin Olsen, we don't get much luck. We never win with Robin Olsen. So for him, it makes a change.
Truthfully now, tell me the truth. When you saw his name on the team sheet, were you slightly worried? Because I was.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, here we go. Archer, we're going to win this game. Just always think that it's a big thing to live up to. You're never going to be as good as Martinez.
Yeah, you're right. I think for any keeper to be behind, you know, the world's number one is a tough gig to follow. And like you just said, I think for his confidence in general, just to keep a clean sheet, but also, you know, I don't think he played. There's a couple of moments, you know, but with Olsen, he's not as steady as Martinez, so you sort of expect that. But on the whole, I was impressed with him, and I think hopefully giving him confidence going forward, you know, it will do in the world a good.
And I'll tell you what, Olsen, he made some good saves. The thing is, look at this guy, we have to give Robin Olsen a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Just sometimes he does get a lot of stick. I did see previously, the last game that he played, we lost 5-0 to Crystal Palace. The last time was in goal.
Was that the last time he played? The last game of the season?
In the Premier League, I think, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, we that was when we were on holiday, right?
Yeah, that was it, yeah. On the beach.
Yeah, we're on the beach. I think what helped him as well, like, I don't want to take anything away from him because, like you just said, he made some really good saves. But our defense was rock, man. Like
Mings and Disasi, they formed a great partnership.
They really did. I think Mings looks back to he looks. You know, the other week we were saying he just doesn't look fully. He just doesn't look himself. I think the last two games against Club Brugge and then Brentford, he looks back to his best. And then Disasi, he's looking very good. Yeah, he's looking very good.
I mean, Disasi, He's very comfortable with the ball at his feet. He's very good with the ball. With the way he moves it, and even when he's under pressure, he's very calm.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to be as good with his feet because he's quite a big guy, isn't he? Physically he's strong and he can tackle.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't quite know he'd be as good as he is at passing or so he likes to get forward, doesn't he, sometimes? And
Yeah.
he finds himself in these like attacking positions. And no, I've been very impressed with him. I thought he was my man of the match on Saturday. I thought he was really good.
Also, in Desarty, he could play good long balls.
Yeah,
So he thought he could seek players out with a long pass.
which is what we need. It's good to have those options from the back. It's something a bit different, um, and that's what Pau Torres can do. But we've missed that, so it's
Yeah.
good that we've got that. So yeah, very
And
impressed
also,
with.
and also, it's nice that with Tyrone Mings, that he's having a regular run in the team, but he's done really well since coming back after his bad injury that he had.
It
He's looking
shows a lot.
good stuff.
Yeah, yeah, it shows a lot of character, doesn't it? Because I mean, he's had that bad injury in the past with his knee, I think when he was at Bournemouth, he overcame that, and then this one was a bad one, and there was a few people thinking, "Is that it for now for Tyrone Mings?" But I think the last couple of weeks, he's back to sort of. He seems like he's at the levels that he
Yeah.
was at before the injury. So hopefully, he just sort of keeps ticking along now, rest of the season gets that pre-season under him, and he'll be back to his normal self. But he was.
And I think we defend better.
I
With
agree.
Tyrone Mings in the team, I think we have a better defensive shape.
Yeah, and he's vocal, isn't he? He's very communicative on the pitch, and he's more of a leader. And it was nice actually when McGinn went off because Martinez wasn't on the pitch.
Yeah.
The Mings got the armband, which was nice. So yeah.
And the good thing about that victory, it's a real crucial victory against Brentford. Really, it's a stadium where we struggle going to Brentford. But the last few seasons, we beat them twice. And Ollie
Yeah,
Watkins, he loves scoring against his old club.
he does, doesn't he? I was sort of waiting for it. Like it's now become like an expectation that Ollie Watkins is going to score against Brentford. But back to your first point. I think
Yeah,
massive 3 points because Bournemouth dropping points against Tottenham helped, but it's really starting to hot up now for the fourth and fifth places.
it is.
So we've really got to just keep winning our games and just to stick in and around it. And we still have Newcastle, Forest, and Man
Yeah.
City to play. So if we can beat those teams,
But have Newcastle got a hard run of games? Because if
I
it's
think
one
so.
of them, they've got some hard fixtures, I think.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing with Newcastle, they're only like an injury away from. I think like, if Isak gets
Yeah,
injured or Gordon,
that's
who I
right.
know's been suspended, but like if they lose a couple of players, that could derail them slightly. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a very very tense end to the season. I think.
And we're also applying the pressure on Manchester City.
Yeah,
Because this team we're only 2 points behind them. So Man City could be easily catched, really.
I know. I did not expect them to lose to Forest. I keep thinking that Forest are going to drop off, but they just don't. They're just not going away,
No.
are they?
Nuno keeps managing to get the results. He's getting the best out of Forest team.
When we play them, have we got to play them at home or away?
It's at home. It's on the 5th of April.
Okay, well that's going to be massive. That because at
I
their
think
place
it's
they're
4:30
good.
kickoff, I think.
Is it?
So it's crucial. So it could be crucial. To the
Yeah,
business end of the season.
yeah, yeah. It's going to be fun. I mean, for the neutrals, it's going to be fun. For us, we're going to be sweating, but
So
I'm
hopefully we need to, like we said, like improving the goal difference. So with keeping that clean sheet against Brentford, that's going to really help.
yeah. We just need a game where like we just hit a team for like 4 or 5 goals,
Yeah.
just a 4 or 5-0. We just need a couple of those sort of games really because I think the goal difference. I really would hate it if that was the reason we didn't qualify. It'd be frustrating.
Yeah, I think that we're still in with a chance. Because the thing is, I think 5th place, that will get you Champions League at that time.
I think so. Yeah, it's looking that way, and it's certainly achievable. We're in pole position to be. We're still in and amongst it to get it. So, we just like we said last week. I think with
By
players
the
coming
way,
back. Go on, mate.
John McGinn as well. I've got to mention as well. John McGinn.
Yeah,
He makes some real good long passes. But the only thing that I think he needs to stop doing is he holds onto the ball far too long.
yeah. There was a moment. I agree with you, Chad. There was a moment where, because at the minute he's the one sort of collecting it from the keeper and then on the turn outside the box trying to distribute it, but like. He can do that up the pitch because like there's no real danger, but to do that, like holds on to it and tries to turn right on the edge of the box, like he's lost the ball a few
Yeah.
times doing that, and he's got to be careful because it's going to cost us eventually.
You get yourself in a bit of bother then, like defensively. Put your
Yeah,
team under pressure.
I think it will help with Kamara coming back, and then Kamara can be that connection from the keeper through to midfield. I think McGinn can do it, but it's just like, I know what you mean. He's sometimes a bit slow on the ball, and it gets caught out. Yeah.
There's another midfield player I'm talking about. I mean, he played really well. He did. I like the way if you notice with some of the corners he was taking, just very creative, and the way that he took the corner, then he got himself in the box to head it across.
Yeah, he's I don't know. I mean, I think I said this last week, but he's already my player of the season. I think he's played every Premier League game, and every game like he's put in a performance which is at least like a 7 out of 10 at least. And there's been games where he's looked a bit leggy, but even in the games where he's not looked as effective, he still finds that pass. And I don't know, I just love his attitude. Like he seems to he's really embraced what Villa means, and you see him when he celebrated a goal with the fans. He's proper like giving it, and yeah, I'm a massive fan of
Passion. It's got the passion.
Passion, yeah, totally. Yeah, he was very good.
Yeah, and going back to Watkins, doing his goal scoring record, and I think I'm glad to see him on the score sheet again. He's in the right place when he gets in the right areas.
Yeah, he needed that goal. He could have had a couple of. He could have had a couple more goals, but he needed that goal, and I think it was important that he got it, and that puts him now. I think he's like 3 away from breaking Gabby Agbonlaho's record.
I think he'll do it.
I think he'll do it. Yeah, he just needs a hat trick in the game.
Because also, I noticed that he nearly got that goal. He tried to chip the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing with Ole. Look, love Ole, great striker. Like, cannot fault him. Work rate and all. But there's sometimes those positions he gets himself in, and you just think he could have easily been on. He could have had like an extra 10 goals this season, and like he sometimes finishes the harder ones, but can't put away the more simple ones. It looks like. I mean, look, we're not on the pitch, so it looks completely different from his perspective. But from what we see, I think he could have had more. But look, great goal, and just glad that he's got his name on the score sheet, like you said.
Because he goes once he scores one, he goes like a streak, but then he can't stop scoring. So it does that.
Yeah, and hopefully this streak can last from now until the end of the season, and he can fire us back into Europe.
Yeah. So let's talk about the Club Brugge game then.
Yep.
So it's a massive game on Wednesday night. So what do you expect for that game? We've got a 2-goal advantage now.
Yeah, I think we've got the goal advantage. We've got a bit of momentum now. We've got 3 wins in 3 different competitions. I think players are coming back. We do, if we want to, we do have a luxury where we can rest some players if we want. But we don't want to be, too complacent. We want to make sure that we sort of see the game out professionally.
Yeah.
So I think it's all about a professional performance. They're going to believe
manage the game.
Exactly that, mate. Manage the game.
Also, the only thing as well, don't concede either. Try not to concede.
Yes, I know that's the big one. Don't concede, because if they score fairly quickly, or if they get the first goal, it sort of changes the complexion of the game
You
slightly.
start getting
So
nervous. A lot of teams and the fans start getting nervous.
exactly, and then the energy changes in the stadium, and then the players feed off the energy from the fans. So yeah, I think, like you just say, it's about managing the game, being professional. Getting that goal. They're going to think they've got a chance. Club Brugge, they're going to come with a
Yep.
with a point to prove. So we just need to go out there and do our thing, man. And I wholeheartedly believe we'll do it. I just don't want it to be
You know
nervous.
Emery. I do know Emery. You come with a master plan. That's a masterclass.
Yeah. They've also, I didn't realize, Club Brugge on Sunday, they played their rivals. I think they're called like Circle Brugge. So they
Okay.
played their rivals. They won 3-1, but after the game, there was a bit of a mass brawl between the teams because the Club Brugge player,
Good.
what's his name? Arden Jashari, he ran
Oh,
into
okay. Yeah.
he ran onto the pitch after the game because they won 3-1, and he got a black and blue flag, and he planted it in the middle
Oh,
of the center
oh,
circle, and then obviously that caused a bit of a ruckus. So mentally and emotionally, hopefully that's affected them a bit, and they're a bit more drained for the trip to Villa Park. But we'll see. It's a different game, isn't it? Champions
also,
League.
for
Not
the Villa fans as well, there'll be a lot of emotions. I think it won't be emotional to get me. We've never seen Villa get to knockout stages of Champions League. It's a long time, obviously, since the last time we won it. It's
yeah,
really nice feeling. So that's why I'm gonna get myself better for that
yeah,
because
mate. You've got to.
I can't beat it.
And we play on Wednesday, right?
Get
So you
Wednesday, yeah, 8 o'clock kickoff.
Okay, so you've got rest of today, tomorrow, and then all of
Yeah,
Wednesday to try and get yourself back fit.
yeah, get myself right for the rest.
No
Because yeah,
good.
I'm excited. I mean, not seeing a knockout stage football.
Isn't it crazy to think to link Aston Villa with knockout Champions League football? Like what?
Crazy.
What a time to be alive as a Villa fan.
Yeah, I think we're doing. I think we'll at least get to the quarterfinals. Obviously, we'll get to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I agree. I think quarterfinal. Look, it's going to be tough. PSG. I mean, did you watch the PSG Liverpool game?
Yeah, I
Was
watched it. Liverpool scored late on, didn't they? They scored quite a late goal.
Mate, PSG battered them, and
If they put that in the second leg, they might have a chance.
Yeah, I mean, if we happen to get PSG, I'd back Villa. I always
Yeah.
back us. And games are different on the night, but PSG had looked dangerous, man. Like, and I'm thinking,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
you know, but we'll see. I
But
agree with
also,
you. I think we'll.
yeah, but you said about PSG. Marco Asensio,
Yeah,
but he knows a lot about them being a player.
true.
But he can play against them, can't he? I don't know if
I
he's
need,
fit yet, but I hope he's going to be fit for it.
yeah, I need to check this. I thought there was a rule where, for some reason, in the Champions League, it didn't
Yeah.
affect, like the loan didn't affect. But that doesn't sound right. But now I'm saying it, I don't know if
Yeah.
that's right. So, um,
I think if he was in the squad because with Emery announced the Champions League squad.
yeah,
I don't know if he does it to it. That's
I'm
what I
not
think.
sure. It's a good question. I think. I mean, like you say, either way, even if we get PSG, if we get through, and then if PSG get through and we get them, um, either way, having Asensio is not a bad thing, because even if he can't play,
He
like you
provides
were
it
saying,
inside.
yeah, exactly. He can give us a bit of insight, a bit of intel. So it could prove beneficial, but we'll see. The fact that we're talking about Villa in a quarter-final of the Champions League against either Liverpool or
Amazing achievement.
PSG is just a great achievement. It just shows how far we've come in the last 6 years since we've had the new ownership of Nassif Suarez and Wes Eden.
With
So
season, yeah.
it's just got to enjoy the moment, man. Just enjoy it.
We're going to enjoy the ride as fans. Just got to enjoy it.
Exactly.
And Martinez, I mean, I hope he's going to be fit for the game. Because obviously he was injured for the Brentford game.
Yeah, I would like him in ideally. I think after the game against Brentford, Olsen will have some confidence. And if there was
Oh,
a
yeah.
game that you'd sort of want to put him in, with a 2-goal cushion,
Oh, yeah.
this might not be a bad game for him to play.
Mm.
Ideally, I would want Martinez, but I think
Yeah.
this might be a game for Olsen again, and it gives him a bit more confidence. And who knows? I don't know what I think. I think it was a hamstring issue with Martinez and a slight muscle
That's it.
tweak with Asensio. So I think he might rest them. He might not. He might not want to risk them with the running coming for the with
Yeah,
the
well, it
Premier
is. I
League.
think Emery, he did that the last game. But it was a precaution. That's why Martinez and Asensio didn't travel with the squad
Fair
for
enough.
the Brentford game.
Yeah, I think as well. I know that after we've got like a warm weather training camp, haven't we, in Dubai coming up? Because we're going to have a nice break now with our players. So I think he wants to take as many as he can. Give them the warm weather, do like a little mini pre-season. And I think that would be great. I think the last time he did that was when he first took over, and it was the World Cup
Mm.
in November, and he took
Oh,
Villa
right.
away for a little pre-season or a mini pre-season,
Mm.
and we came back like so
Yeah.
ready for it, and that was when we went on like a really good run. So I think this sort of training camp in Dubai is going to really benefit the players, and especially like the likes of
Well,
Mings and
warm
Bukayo.
weather training, it does help.
It really does. Yeah. So hopefully, so I think he might not risk Asensio and Martinez. We'll see what he decides. But I think because we've got a bit of a cushion, he might see that as an opportunity for some players to come in.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, they've still got to put a performance in because Club Brugge
Mm.
aren't no pushovers. But
Oh, no,
he might,
they're not a bad side.
so we'll see. We'll see what happens, mate. But I'm quietly confident.
And also, the atmosphere would be incredible because Club Brugge, Brugge and their fans, they'll generate a great atmosphere as well. But both sets of supporters.
Yeah, look, they're going to be bang up for it because if they lose, then they're out. So their fans are going to come, and it's going to be like a little mini holiday, isn't it, for them? They're going to come to Birmingham, and I imagine they would have been out all day on the session,
Yeah.
and then they'll be in Villa Park ready for the game. So yeah, the atmosphere should be good, and as long as they don't score first, and
Yep.
we don't lose our atmosphere, we should be okay.
We just need to get the job done. Just get over the win. But I think what would be ideal, I think, if we could get an early goal, then we're free up in the tie then.
Yeah, it's a long way back for them, isn't it? Then 3 goals. Yeah, an early goal will be crucial. Sort of like what we did at their place last week. With Leon Bailey with the quick fire goal. If we can do that again, that just
Yeah.
makes life a lot easier. And then then it's about managing the game, isn't it? And just being smart. I really want Rashford to score as well.
Oh
Like
yeah, we need to.
I'm really just wishing that he gets that first goal. So
He said everything else, right?
yeah, he has, yeah. Um,
Just the goal.
just that goal that's missing, but it's healthy competition between him and Jacob Ramsey. I think they're both pushing
Yeah.
each other nicely. I think Ramsey's playing very well. I think when Rashford comes on, he looks good. So I think it's really healthy that they're
Yeah.
sort of battling for that position. And yeah, hopefully we'll see a goal from him soon.
I think John McGinn to be on top form. I think John McGinn in this game, I think he'd be important with his energy levels and his sort of leadership. I think in those sort of Champions League games, in the big guys, McGinn, he does anyway, but just steps you up to the next level in those other games.
Yeah, I agree. I think when we really need him we really need to like take a game and sort of get going in the game. I think he's always been like our tempo setter. If he's at it
Oh,
and
yeah.
being his tenacious self, we tend to follow suit as a team. And
Yeah.
yeah, look, John McGinn, he's an incredible story really, because you think there was a time where
Mm.
he was surplus to requirements
Mm.
almost, I think, under Gerrard towards the end, and I think
Do you think of that journey all the way from the Championship years?
And like you said, then you made a really good point that like he always seems to find a way to step up the levels, man. And like he's scored in the Champions League now, and he's played in it, and like what it's a great story for him. And um,
Please.
I'm just glad that he's playing in it and enjoying it. And a bit like Mings, they both deserve it for what they've sort of given to our club. So it's good to see.
Captain Marvel, that's it, Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, yeah. He'll definitely. Do
Mm.
you think John McGinn will go down as a club legend when
Oh
he does
yeah,
leave?
he's going to go down in history and one of the greatest Villa players, definitely.
Yeah, I agree. Super John McGinn.
And also, I think in the Club Brugge game as well, they're going to utilise the fullbacks. Like, I think Luca Digne for him to win the battles. The thing is, I think Club Brugge they are dangerous in the wide areas. So we did see in the first leg that was a problem.
Yeah, it was, and there was something that you highlighted before the game. Actually, you mentioned the
Yeah,
wingers were going to be ones to watch, and they really were. They were tricky
yeah,
customers, and um, yeah, Luca Dean will have his work cut out. I'm not sure. I never know with Emery. Um,
mm.
I don't know if he's going to start with Matson or Digne. Part of me thinks he'll start with Digne because he wants to get the job
Interesting.
done and just to be safe. But I feel like he might start with Digne, and if we get an early goal, he
Yep.
then might take him off at half time, sort of just to keep
Give
it
him
fresh and just to
60,
rest him.
60 minutes, maybe.
Yeah. But Matson's not played for a while, and I think what
No.
Emery does, what I like, I think Matson had a bit of a tough time in recent weeks. I think what he does, he'll speak to him and say, "Look, you're going to play, but I want you to watch what Digne does, watch that left back, watch the positional, watch his awareness." And I think what he does, he makes players study, a bit like Tielemans when Tielemans
Yeah.
first came in. He was on the bench a lot, and he wanted him to sort of watch the game from the bench to see how he can see what he can do and watch other players. So I expect Martin to come back better. And I think Emery will be coaching him, even though he's not playing. I think he's still coaching him on the side, which is what I like. So I wouldn't be surprised if Matson started, but I do think he'll go with Dean just to sort of see this game through.
There's a goal also with Luca Digne's crossing ability.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
he get like a good cross in maybe something like Watkins.
yeah.
Because he's got a wonderful left foot the way he whips it in.
Yeah, it's just no nonsense, isn't it? No nonsense. Just put that ball in, which is what we've missed in recent years. Actually, having someone just across the ball. So, and then I imagine it'd be Matty Cash on the right because there's no
Oh yeah,
Garcia unless he does Disassi, Konza, and Mings again.
possibly.
I know he's been liking that at the minute. Disassi on the right, so um, we'll see. But we've got good options. If we can just get through the game, manage it, and have no more injuries, that'll be a successful
That'd be
successful
even
game.
better.
Yeah,
So let's talk about achievements then, Villa achievements.
yeah.
So with us getting in like, to round 16, how would you rate that in recent years, like in the best achievements?
Well, I was looking at that,
Normally.
and it's a really good question, mate. And I was looking at so recent year. I was looking from 2019 through to
Yeah.
25, like since we got promoted, and
Mhm.
we've just done something every season, and like we seem to keep
Yeah.
we're just getting better. So I've got in our list so far, I put in there obviously promotion from the championship.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
I put the Wembley Carabao Cup final against Man City, good
Oh,
achievement.
yeah.
I put then staying up that season, when
Oh yeah,
Grealish
on
scored,
the final day, that's it. Jack Grealish saved us.
staying up. Then I've got consolidating our place. So the next season we had a good season, finished mid-table, but we were like
Yeah.
consolidating our place in the league. That was positive. Um, Obviously, then Emery comes in. I'm going to skip over Gerard. Em- Emery comes in, and we start beating big teams like your likes of Man United, your likes of Arsenal. We're starting to beat teams that we've maybe not beaten before. Or
So we did that, especially a lot last season.
yeah,
And
yeah,
a few games this season as well.
really have, yeah. Then we get Europa Conference. Then we get Champions League, and then that last 16. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, we're in the last 16. So, like, honestly, our list of achievements, I just see it as a continual. Like, we seem to be doing something great every season.
yeah.
So this is our best achievement, but it's adding on to the progress that we're building, if that makes
And
sense.
what we
So
need now, we just need to add the trophy to that list.
exactly, if we can add a
But that could
trophy,
be 2025 FA Cup winners.
wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be amazing?
I mean, I'd be
So yeah,
like, yeah,
it's
just
been a
got a
really
good
good.
list.
Yeah, yeah, I agree, mate.
I might, when I put a. We have to give a lot of credit though to Unai Emery. I think without Unai Emery, it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for him.
Totally. You think about a lot of the players that played, I think, against Club Brugge in the first leg, Gerard had them. And like you see the difference in levels
Yeah.
with Emery coaching them to when Gerard had them. I don't want to keep bashing Gerard because look, he's a different Emery's levels above Gerard in terms of
It just
management.
didn't work.
Like
With Gerard, it didn't work out. It just
this
didn't
didn't
work.
work out, but it just shows you what a proper coach and manager can do with a set of players. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, mate, the achievements since our owners took over back in 2018 has been we've been on like an absolute right. Like if any club wants a model of how to take a team from the championship and then build, like Villa's progression in the last 6 years has been phenomenal,
It's
and
an
it's been
upward trajectory. That's
yeah,
what it is.
and I think we've actually probably hit heights quicker than some even in the boardroom would have anticipated, and I think a lot of that is down to Emery.
If you think his first, like, and also you look at, like, the Man United that we beat Man United.
His first
The
game,
first 1 years, his first game.
yeah,
He breaks records. That was the first record he broke. He hadn't beaten the Plants in 1995, and he changed that.
I mean, this is the thing. Like he has this habit of breaking a lot of unwanted records, whether it's beating teams for the first time or winning at grounds that we haven't won at for a long time. So yeah, he's given us that belief and that platform. And the biggest thing that Emery's done for Villa is he's given us these standards. You know, we've got a set of standards now that if we don't reach those standards, he's not happy. So the levels that we expect,
He's an elite coach.
yeah. Yeah.
I always went, like, and then he got to see, like, European football the first time in 14 years. Like, getting to the Conference League.
Yeah. It's incredible.
We've been on a journey.
And this is what I keep having to say. And I think, you summed it up. I think you said it, was it last week? You said, we just got to enjoy the time because, Emery's not going to be here forever as much as we want him to be. But it's a moment in our time. Me as a Villa fan, the best years I ever had was under Martin O'Neill. Emery trumps that. Like,
completely different.
Emery trumps that. So for me and you, as Villa fans who have been supporting them, for over 2 decades, like this is our best time, and we've got to just enjoy it and just go with it. And there's going to be ups and downs, obviously, but the fact that we're in the FA Cup, still Champions League, still we're in a shout for the European spot. Exactly. You just got to enjoy it.
The big thing, Emery as well, the first day you come in, he changed the mindset of the team. Look, the whole football club, that should never go unnoticed.
Yeah, it shouldn't. And it says a lot when you've got players who want to come to Villa to play under Emery. You look at Asensio, Rashford, Onana, because Onana had a lot of suitors in the summer, but he pinpointed Emery. Barkley wanted to play under Emery. Like, in the footballing world, there's a lot of chatter, isn't there, amongst players, and they're all saying, look, this guy, if you want to play, like, look at Rodgers. I mean, Rodgers is the example. I mean, you've got the likes of McGinn and Mings and how he's raised their levels, but you look at Rodgers, what he's done in a short time. I mean, obviously that's down to him as well, Rodgers, for believing in himself, but Emery's given him that platform.
Emery, he sort of improves players.
Yeah.
You think of all the players, like in his first season, the majority of the same team improved every single player.
And that's all you've got to look at to know how good he is as a man manager and a coach. And we're very lucky to have him. I'm just glad that he rejected Newcastle all those
That's a
years
good
ago.
thing.
Do you know what I mean?
I think he could have easily gone to Newcastle, but no, he wants to do a project with Villa instead.
Yeah. Thankfully,
And the rest is history. Yep.
there you go. Yeah.
So let's talk about that. So, not the Champions League. So, realistically, where do you think we'll end up in the Champions League? Do you think we can get further to the quarterfinals, or do you think we'll at the quarterfinals?
I think we can. There's no reason why we can't. However, being realistic, it's going to be a tough ask. If we either one of these
Yeah.
teams, look, we've got to first and foremost. I know we've got to beat Brugge, so I don't want to be disrespectful to them.
No, we're going
However,
to get that.
if we're talking hypothetically, do I think we can beat PSG and Liverpool over 2 legs? Yeah, I think we can. I don't think it's impossible, but I think it'll be tough. I think they've got the experience. Both of those grounds, like at the home leg of Villa Park is going to be so important.
It's only away legs are going to be difficult.
Yeah, Anfield. I don't fancy Anfield away in a
We'll
Champions
get to
League
that
night.
now. Let's get to Anfield personally.
Champions League night Anfield is a rough one. PSG is a bit of an unknown, to be honest. Like I sort of want to see how we contest against PSG. Like I would. Don't get me wrong. If they play like they did against Liverpool, then we're in trouble.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect to the players. It's just that's going to be a test. But I sort of want to see how they can handle that test in a weird way. So, answer your question, Chad. I think the next round could be the round that we get knocked out. If we get past the next round, then it's like whoa. But I do think we're going to find it tough. What about you?
Well, yeah. I mean, out of all, they're both tough games. Well, I would actually prefer PSG only because Unai Emery has not managed PSG before.
Good point.
And don't get me wrong, both games will be very difficult. But at least with PSG, Unai Emery has managed them before.
I didn't think about that. That's a good point, actually. That's a very good point. And he quite likes, like against Arsenal, he quite likes playing against his former clubs, doesn't he? He's got a bit of a point to prove. So, yeah, that's not bad, actually, Chad. Didn't think about that.
Yeah, that could possibly come into it. But with Liverpool, though, I'd be worried to find Liverpool, though.
Yeah, they're on a bit of a wave at the minute, aren't they? Like they're firing on all fronts, and the only thing is with Liverpool is that we've played them twice this season already. Emery knows them. He's got probably a bit more homework done on them. So, like in terms of his research and tactical side, like he's got an idea.
Things.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, there's probably pros and cons for both, but either way, look, we go into it and we have to believe.
We'll get the job done one game at a time. We'll get the job done on Wednesday, then
Yeah.
each game at a time.
Agreed.
And we have to get Abby back on the show again.
If it's Liverpool, yeah, we'll have to, yeah.
There is a high chance.
It's funny how we joked about that when she was last on, didn't we? And now it could actually happen.
Yeah, let's get on again.
I'm sure she'd be. Yeah.
I think with PSG and Liverpool, both of their attack, I mean, they can cause problems for it anywhere.
And that's it, man. Like we're the underdog, and sometimes that can go in your favor. And I just think, we are the underdog, but we're a good team. Like on our day, we beat Bayern Munich at home.
Well, we can beat anybody in a good game. We can beat anybody.
We beat Man City this season. We beat Bayern Munich this season. You know what I mean? Like that, they're not easy teams to play against. So like we've got it in our locker. It's just about on the night having that belief and players playing at the level that they can and reaching those performance levels. So I'm just happy to be in it, and I'm excited to see what happens and to see us play. So
we're coming towards the end of the podcast, Aaron.
Yeah.
So what is your score prediction for Wednesday?
I'm gonna go 3-1. I think we're going to score some goals, but I think we're going to concede So I'm going to go 3-1 on Wednesday, which would mean we
That sounds
win.
good.
Would that be 5?
Just
Would
forgot
that
to
be
look at
5-1
what.
aggregate? Did they score 5-1 aggregate? Yeah.
Oh no! Well, and then I'm bringing it. They got 1 goal.
Did they get 1 goal? Oh, so 5-2 then. Yeah.
But I'm gonna go a 2-0 for the win.
Nice.
So it'll be 5-1 aggregate.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, we got 3, didn't we? Oh yeah, cool. Sorry, yeah. So it'd be 6. Yeah. Okay, cool. Nice. Bad maths from
I
me.
think
Wow.
I think we'll get the job done. See it
Agreed.
through and get to the quarterfinals.
And then
Well,
it's
Aaron,
all.
it's been great talking to you. And even though I wasn't very well, you cheered me up speaking to you.
Oh mate, thank you for having me. Just thank you for doing it from your bed. It's honestly, mate, it's much appreciated. And just get well soon and dose upon those anti-Bs so you can get yourself to Villa on Wednesday.
Yeah, get myself right. That's it. Well, thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this podcast, please remember to make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to give it a share. And give us an audio review as well. If you're listening via audio, give us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And thank you, Aaron, for your time.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to wrap up this episode with Villa Forever and Up the Villa.